Hey, what's up, man? On purpose. How you guys doing? What up, what up? I'm just gonna buy a scepter really quick so I can slam this bad boy. If I can get a double exalt. No, none exists. Quite a few of those. Can we get tier 7? Yeah, tier 7's pretty cheap. Tier 4. I can do that one. I know, I have to be level 77 to finish the forging on it? Oh, man. Alright, let's come back to that then. Or we can get the T5. Actually, it's probably better for me to try to get the void damage to 210 anyways, because it's a really bad roll. Yeah, it's at least better. Alright, let's go slam that. Requires level 65. I'm gonna do this the cheap way, boys, because I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna do this on my rogue. Not much, just finished watching the Acolyte. I still haven't watched that yet. I want to though. What was your final opinion on it? For out of curiosity, have you tried Sorg Frostclaw with the shock procs? Are you talking about with the Jesus Christ. Spark charges? I'm guessing you're talking about spark charges. Yeah, Glade is horrible? What? I've heard people say good things. Started out like a trash can heap, lit on fire, finished with the fire put out and decent. Okay, alright. So not it was really bad and then kinda had some redemption. I feel ya. Hey, what's up, Memo? How you doing, man? I noticed you've been playing the Void Knight the other day. How did it go? Oh, it's pretty good. I'm just slamming a weapon for it really quick. Yeah, I'm still gonna be playing Void Knight. It's only level 74 though, and I needed a high level Jewelra kill to slam a weapon, so... It's horrible, it's an insult to mankind, the Popix says, hence the fire down his face, that is all. Alright. Some very passionate reviews. Very passionate reviews, I like it. Oh, so we're close in level on your Void Knight. They fixed my Sash tab yesterday, so I'm doing much better as far as did they? Hey, let's go, dude. You got all the things? Are you gonna do that slam today? I know you're talking about you had a slam ready to go. I don't think I can take T4 Temporal quite yet, but I slammed a decent Strong Mind. Hey, let's go, dude. What happened to the VK? Oh, I'm just doing a slam. I'm just doing a slam real quick, because he's only level 70, like, 4. And I needed a high-level slam for the weapon. Yeah, Gal, so I'll be back on it here in just a second. I just wanted to get this done now, and I didn't want to wait, because I'm a dirty human. Nice, super pumped to try this VK. I love the Circle of Hammer archetype in every action RPG. Yeah, it's a classic, right? It's a classic. Why does it pick up random shit I'm not clicked on? Oh my god. You guys are nuts. Okay, so my 2 LP is not super good, but all of the 3 LPs are like 55 million. There's only one on the market right now. So I can't afford it. So I can, but I just don't want to spend all my money on a fucking weapon yet. I think it'll go down in price as more people get closer. So this is what we got. T7 Void damage. Hopefully I get T7 Void damage with Void Pen. That's what we're going for. That back up. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. We'll take that. We dodged the T7, but we got some more Void Pen. That's a lot of fucking Void Pen on a weapon. That's like second best case scenario, you know? Well, second base, third base, third best. Second would have been Void damage and damage over time. But, you know, third best. It's at least usable. At least usable. We'll take it. My 3 LP slams this morning sucked, did they? Oh no. What build? I'll show you in just a second, Patrick P. Hello, Professor Loeb. Hey, what's up, Bob? How are you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, I'll show you guys. I'm only level 74. I've been doing Empowered Monoliths from very early on, though. So... I think we got all our blessings mostly in order that I wanted. I got my Void damage. It's a decent roll. I don't really need a high roll Lightning Res at the moment. I don't need a high roll All Res either. I got perfect block, so that was good. Endurance is kind of medium. The question is, what would be a really good timeline for this guy? Rain of Dragons is hard because you have to tank melee attacks like really heavily. Age of Winter sucks because none of them are like super great for the build. I'm trying to think what would be like the best one. It might be Bloodfrost and Death, honestly, because like he teleports around, but he mostly just lets me sit right on top of him, so I can have like the highest damage uptime. I think we do Bloodfrost and Death. Let's try a couple boss fights and see how it gogoes. Because we're playing Hammered in playstyle, basically. So I want a boss that just lets me go right up his butthole. And oh, that's gonna affect my YouTube views. I forgot. I gotta not say bad words for like the first hour on YouTube. Otherwise, it affects my how much they try to push my channel and my algorithm. I forget that's a thing. Yeah, I'm basically just doing all Void damage over time auras. And it's been working out pretty good so far. So my hammers create these disintegrating auras around the hammer that does Void damage. And then I'm using Ravaging Aura from Void Cleave. Void Cleave also gives me a huge buff to my hammer auras. I probably could have killed him before that went off. Oh, right up there, yep. Right up there. Slam 3 times, got suffix ×2 on all 3. Dang, dude. Oh, I'm just swapping in between timelines. So I'm just using Shield Rush on Echoes and then Volatile Reversal on bosses. Just to make it go super fast. But yeah, I can give you a teleport. Can you put your name in chat? I forget what it is. This VK build is sick. Hey, thanks, Dread. I appreciate it, man. Dude, I'm the worst, and I keep forgetting to go through my dump tabs. What was I doing after stream yesterday? I can't even remember. But I probably could have sold a couple of these things. That's okay. I'll slam some of them. Okay. Did it keep me on the right server? I think so. You may need to refresh your game, by the way. Appreciate it, of course. Oh, sorry, Dread. Sorry. Can you DM? Okay, yeah. Have purpose. Purpose is going there already, so have purpose. So yeah, cool. We good. We got it. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I'm only at 50% functionality because I'm 50% done with my coffee. So. Alfred, never forgive you for this love. It's honestly, it's reasonable. It's reasonable. I understand. All right, Purpose. You're playing the build too. I want to know your thoughts. I'm debating getting rid of sigils out of the build. I get a lot of damage and I get a lot of block from the sigils, but it's annoying not being able to have my movement skill and my bossing skill at the same time. And I'm sure that will get annoying not having volatile reversal at high corruption levels. What I was thinking about doing is maybe throwing healing hands in there. The reason being, healing hands can proc on melee attack, so I can proc my healing hands with Void Cleave. And then that will give me some damage reduction too, because I can make it give me 10% less Void and Necrotic damage taken. It technically counts. I don't know. I can make it do melee damage, but it would give me a bunch of healing. It would also make me immune to damage while moving, which would be really nice for bosses. So it'd be less damage overall, but I don't know. That's kind of my thought process. So we'd lose. Well, we've got like 4 sigils that are giving us 15% void damage. So we'd lose 45% damage plus 12 flat damage and then 9 block. But I wouldn't have to do swaps. I would have an immunity while moving, and then I would get the damage reduction here. I don't know. Oh, you have a 4 LP sigil ring? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Try to slam a sigil ring with the minus throwing costs, and then that way you don't actually have to have it on your bar. Because you have to have it on your bar for it to proc the on death without it. I wonder how expensive those are. And then you could just do shield charge with volatile reversal setup. How much are the sigil rings? Hold on. They're cheap. That could be kind of cool. Healing Hands is alive. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Good day, sir. Hey, what's up, Bert? How you doing, man? I just want to see how much these are. I probably won't do 4 LP, but if I could do like 3 LP. This one. Okay. $100 million. Yeah, so fuck that. Not doing that. I had to linger around. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good. It was worth the consideration. It has been considered. I don't like MG. I am MG, but I'm not using it. Should I change to COF? If you're not using it at all, then yeah, definitely change to COF. Dude, this max rank on MG is taking so long. Maybe it's because I don't participate with MG as much as I should be. And I should just be giving away a bunch of stuff for free, but... Like, I'm not even level 11, I don't think, yet, am I? Oh, no, I am level 11, okay. I don't know. Sigils are probably better. That extra block chance is really, really big. I just know I've done this tech in the past where I like swap skills and people like went crazy about it on YouTube. Like, where's this button on your bar? like, dude, I'm just swapping it in between bosses and not bosses. There's a vendor at MG. You can buy random gear pieces for favor to level up your ranks too. Oh, big brain, big brain. I didn't know that. 12 hours later, the argument finally comes to conclusion. Didn't sleep last night. I'm starting to think that maybe this is not the healthiest option for you, Risky. As it really hasn't been that long. I know I'm the minority, but I don't think my wife and I have ever really fought. We have definitely never really had like a raised voice argument, but I just don't think that's healthy, man. I don't know. Shortest argument I've ever had, yeah. I buy items for shards I need and get shards and levels. That's also big brain. That's also big brain. I could buy all the void damage stuff I need. Every X I've had arguments last days. Yeah, I don't think that's healthy. I think you need to we've established now that it doesn't work, so maybe maybe we try something new, you know? So here's what you do. On the very first date, you ask their opinion about something, and then politely you disagree with them. It doesn't matter what it is, and then see how they handle it. Big brain. Shook when her parents haven't seen her in like 2 years, yeah. Ah, got our void damage conversion. Don't typically like being told they're dumb as fuck. I hope you didn't say that. Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Dude, I love how the void sigils look though. That like purple, like black smoke coming off of them. Oh, dude, it looks sick. Now I feel more void. I'm being sold on the sigils every second. I know they're probably best in slot. They're just... I just don't like having to swap stuff. The healing hands outside of the immune like movement skill doesn't really do a whole lot. If I really wanted to, honestly, I could probably just drop Anomaly. I think I'm gonna need Anomaly more in like high corruption pushing though. Just getting that extra amount of leech coming through. Because it amplifies all of our other leech too. I just hate the delay that it has when you cast it. The one thing I definitely need to fix though is my mana. I need way more mana regen. I've got a bunch of abilities that cost a hefty amount of mana. And I want to be able to infinite spam on bosses. I should probably start putting stuff in eggs. That's a 3%er. I could put the Exsanguinous in there, see what I get. That could maybe sell if I get something good. I got a little axe there that could sell. You have double my health? Yeah? I prioritize getting exalted health nodes. Wait, you're doing smite cast now too? Yeah, I did on one idol. Yeah, for the future hits. Yeah, it procs a lot of the future hits, so I told you it wasn't a bad idea. No, but I killed him! If I had volatile reversal there. That fucker would have been dead. Just to proc more future strikes. Good case for the mana regen blessing. Did they add a mana regen blessing? Did I not miss that somehow? I don't think they have a mana regen blessing. There's a mana blessing. Yeah, there's no mana regen blessing. Your strike scale, or just with stacks, or does the damage scale with void? Yeah, it scales with void and dot, yeah. Can I see the idol? It's this guy. So I just have one. And then my other one is double void damage. I'm gonna try something. Hold on. I'm gonna try dropping this guy and then going like this. I prefer to have it on one, honestly, and then go like that. Okay. I won't be able to go as fast, obviously. That procs the damage reduction every time I do Void Cleave. It gives me an immune while moving ability for bosses. It gives me a little bit of health regen. But it also allows me to have volatile reversal during echoes. Which is honestly pretty nice. So I can get that big damage boost. Because I kind of hate clicking Anomaly anyways. It's one of those like gripe abilities where I know I should probably be clicking it, but it's like my only ability that has like a delay on it other than Hammer Throw. That felt pretty smooth. That felt pretty smooth. I could turn it into a melee ability. I don't really want the ward stuff because that will kind of mess up my endurance. Let's make sure it costs 0 mana. Yeah, so 0 mana. If I had to turn into a melee skill for it not to get the reduced cast speed, if I want to go down that route, or I could just go full healing. It doesn't really matter that's a melee damage ability because it's not really going to be doing any damage. I think I just grab more healing. And just grab all 4 upfront healing nodes. Hey Liv, what kind of lens would you recommend for COF prophecies? I forget the names, Dragon. So I do one that targets the type of item I'm looking for. Like if I want bows, it's gonna be like increased chance to find bows. If I like increased chance to find amulets, so I do one of those, whatever I'm trying to target. And then I do the I think it's level 7 and level 8 COF ones that are purple that say they will double the amount of uses of each prophecy, and it will double the amount of rewards for each prophecy. That's typically how I set up my COF prophecies. Sweet. Oh, did you replace I replaced the Shield Rush with Healing Hands. Because what I was doing is I was swapping. I had an unspec'd Shield Rush, and I was swapping it with Volatile Reversal, depending on if I was on bosses or if I was on echoes. And I really hated having to swap. And Volatile Reversal gives me so much single target damage that I just wanted access to it more in echoes. So I dropped Anomaly as one of my spec skills, which is going to reduce my leech by a lot. But I think I have enough leech. Because that's really the only thing Anomaly gives me. And even though I never manually cast sigils, they have to be on your bar to be auto-procced. And so this way I can have all of my abilities on my bar. So I'm trying it out. I'm not set on it yet. I want to see how it feels. So eventually I want more Guardian Zeal stacks. I might grab these nodes for the minus mana cost though for right now, because I am struggling a little bit on mana. I think that will probably be a little bit more beneficial for me at the moment. I'm 5 out of 5. I think I just wanted to get the extra leech node. Especially with losing Anomaly. Yeah, so we're just experimenting. I didn't know what Anomaly did. I just followed your planner and figured I'd adjust it for a controller as I go. Yeah, so what it did is it puts a bubble around you, and while you're in that bubble, you basically get a percentile health leech, and then it amplifies all of your other leech by 100% or 200%. So you're just getting a lot more leech back. I wish there was a prophecy for Glyphs of Envy. Yeah, they might add one. Although Glyph of Envy is more of a mechanic for like boosting alts, and so they try hard not to give it too high of an advantage over over MG for like power leveling. So in that case, they might not. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, is this a patrol? Yeah. Yeah, that guy just got obliterated with having volatile reversal. Throw speed, sorry. So technically it's attack speed, but it's giving it throw speed. So that way I can pull these out faster. Like, see how sluggish that is? That's because I take this node, which gives me minus 20% throw speed. So I'm already kind of at like a deficit on my throw. What are you asking about autoproc? I didn't know what oh yeah. Are you asking about Anomaly? Anomaly you had to manually cast, and so that's why I pulled that one out, because it felt clunky. I don't know if that's what you're asking. Oh yes, yeah, it did give throw speed as well. Yeah, you're correct. It also did do that. It gives you 20%. So I do lose a little bit of throw speed. Anomaly is a lot bigger if you're playing crit, because you get a whole bunch of free crit from it too. But I'm playing with Singularity Idol, where I literally can't crit, just because I'm doing mostly damage over time. I'm gonna grab the extra duration, I think. Either that or a little bit more damage, but I think the duration will be better, especially for like bossing. This build is gonna scale well into high corruption. I don't know yet. This is kind of as far as I got it into test server, when I was just kind of testing core functionalities. It's got a lot of good potential for damage. It's got a lot of different things that can scale it. Holy Wingari axe throwers. However, it is a Void Knight, and Sentinel and Void Knight suffer from a major problem with pushing high corruption, in which they don't have a lot of percentile damage mitigation. So you kind of need to rely on being able to get like 3,500, 4,000 life, and then just having like insane leech with endurance. And I'm not there yet, so yeah, we'll have to see. But that is the fun of the game, is figuring that stuff out. At least for me. You guys, can profane flesh stop coming out from all of the corners of the earth so I can kill this nemesis monster? Please and thank you. 1 LP, melee fire damage. Hey Coconuts, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. How's it going? What build you playing, my guy? Oh, yeah, when you don't have the ring purpose, sigils, there's a node right here, chance to summon sigils on kill. That doesn't happen unless it's on your bar. Unless they change something with it, but yeah, it shouldn't be. Dual wielding that sword with DoT implicit makes a lot of damage. I tested singularity, seems like does not affect the aura. No, I don't think it affects the aura. It's just I scale flat throwing damage to scale the aura, so my hammers actually hit kind of hard. And the only like benefit I would get is I'd get like 10% extra damage over time, right? Or I can get a 20% more damage multiplier to all of my hits from my hammer throws. Since I don't want to crit anyways. It's not bad if I crit, it's just like I'm not scaling it at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't scale the auras either. Using healing hands. I'm testing it right now for my movement skill over shield charge so I can have all my stuff on my bar. Void hammers? Yep. Damage over time void auras is what I'm doing. So I got void auras. You can see like this little purple sphere or like circle around those hammers. Each of those does void damage over time. And then I get a big purple like RF looking ability, Righteous Fire looking ability from PoE around my character whenever I use Void Cleave and hit enemies. And that also does a void damage over time aura. Although right now my Ravenous Void isn't hitting that hard because I'm missing the spell damage on my chest and helmet. So I need to get a little bit higher level so I can get some better bases, and then I'll get that on there. They're just kind of rare fixes, so that will bump up the Ravenous aura by quite a bit. Yellowing Paladin, I took all the Void Throwing Forge Guard nodes and I'm doing Void Hammers and it slaps, yeah. Yeah, it gets so much scaling, especially early on. That is definitely true. Okay, let's do this. Get our Glyph of Envies here. I shatter that, it's got a bunch of throwing shards on it. Can't wait to hit 80. I get a significant power increase. Yeah, when you get to use all the other higher level bases, yeah, for sure. For sure. I had to be careful not to volatile reversal myself into that. Ah. Couldn't see it with the thing on the ground. Good night. Scepter drop rate's probably the play. Let's do DoT's work with the Aura right. I have a T7 roll on a neck I'm using, and I'm assuming that works, so I'm not totally sure. Oh, sorry. Did just like increase damage over time? Is that what you're asking? Increased damage over time does work, yeah. So your scaling, your main scaling is damage over time and void damage. That scales both of your auras. Throwing damage scales the aura on the hammer. Spell damage scales the aura on the Ravenous Void from Void Cleave. Luckily, flat damage from throwing and spell damage are on different pieces. So you get flat damage on gloves, relic, rings, amulet. And then you get spell damage on helmet, chest, and weapon. I wish Judgment could be cast during Shield Rush, then I could Anomaly Shield Rush to regain my mana pool for that build of your Volatile Reversal. Yeah. I got what you're trying to say. Yeah, that would be sick, right? Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Thing was not done. Thing was not done. Let me do this real quick. Can you share your titles? Exclamation point build. Or sorry, exclamation point VK. Exclamation point VK. So it was done backwards here, but yeah, like this. There you go. Yep, that's the planner. It doesn't have Healing Hands on there yet because I've done like 3 echoes with Healing Hands, so I'm still deciding if I want to add that to the permanent build. But we'll see. So far it feels pretty good. I don't know how necessary that leech is going to be from Anomaly late game though. But I like what I'm playing so far. It feels a lot more smooth, not having to transition to Anomaly. Since Anomaly has a cast time and I'm not scaling cast speed. Hey, Exum, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. How's it going? I feel like I'm cheating. Yeah. Superb and gorgeous build, brother. Hey, thank you. Okay. I'm here now. Let me grab a random, like, low-level item that I can slam a whole bunch. What do we have here? Jade Amulet. There we go. And I needed to grab a needle, but I forgot. So let's do that boss again. Honestly, I'm gonna do the Harbinger boss while I'm at Corruption 100 because I'm out of eyes. I need more eyes. I'm leveling a Sentinel right now. Hey, let's go, dude. What are you planning on playing as? Are you playing Void Knight, Paladin, Forge Guard? The Wangari bitches gotta go first. Down a couple seconds before I volatile reversal them. Yeah, I feel like this is probably a pretty good boss for this build. Occasionally I'm gonna die to like frost lines on the ground because I'm blind, but you know. Oop, I did my volatile reversal a little bit too early there. I'll stand on that. Yeah, see, this is where like Anomaly would come into play. And then I could just face tank like everything. I'm still kind of face tanking everything. But I just have such slow reactions with how slow my hammers throw right now. I definitely need more throwing speed. It leaves me hanging sometimes if I get like caught in an animation. We got the job done. Alright. I basically just want this one, I think. Did he even drop me an eye? No, he didn't. Alright. No more Harveys, they take too long. I'm only like level 70 something. Yeah, I did get my 6 gazes though, so now I can go do this guy. Doing a Racing Strike build, then I came up with the idea of playing another build, fucking Light Smite Paladin with Devotion and full mana stacking, gonna be interesting. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, it works pretty good. You get really good single target damage with the new sword. You could possibly get a lot more AoE. You auto-cast Healing Hands on your Smite cast. Let's get a little bit of healing effectiveness as well. Yeah, it should be pretty good, man. It's a good build. Ha 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 ha! Get wrecked. I blocked the big boy. Yeah, normal bosses my level, and this is even still ahead of my level, get wrecked. It's just Harbies that are like way overtuned. I like how I blocked the fucking No, I've done full mana stacking Devotion. Yeah. New Helm and Devotion is gonna be like 300 spell damage, Smite and low mana because of the Helm. Oh, do you have a video? I haven't used the new Helm, but yeah, if you look at my I don't think I was like 1500 mana, obviously, because mana stacking is a lot easier this patch with some of the stuff. But I did like all mana on all my pieces basically. But yeah, you just do, the whole point is the new helmet. Yeah, doing some of your damage to your mana pool. It's a good idea. It's a good idea for sure. It's just mana stacking smites, not like a crazy innovation, right? Yeah, you take some of your damage to your mana pool, help keep it low. What I did was I would do instant cast sigils, and so I never actually had to cast my sigil, or I never had to cast them. I just hold down the sigil button, and then that would always keep me low mana. You're probably, yeah, with Mana Purse might as a prefix on the helm. I don't think that's probably going to be necessary, trying to waste like a slam on a helmet like that. What I would probably do is take 1 point into the mana regain on Smite cast in the base Sentinel tree, and that way you have a way to pull yourself out of the negative, and you have a way to get a little bit of mana back so you can take damage to your mana pool, and you can always adjust the points too as needed. once you get a better feel for it. So if you end up needing to take all 5 points because you're taking a shit ton of damage to your mana pool, then you can do that. But I would kind of play around with that first, and then I think you could use your prefixes on your helmet to give you more damage, with like more like actual percentile mana rolls. That's probably how I would do that. Yeah, no, that's a fantastic idea. I like it. Your mana's gonna be gone in seconds to the helm. If you get it back passively, the prefix, you're gonna be a tank. That's what I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm saying what I'm saying though is the prefix is the same exact thing as the Sentinel base talent right here. It's literally the same exact thing. So Coded Sentinel just got +1 to sigils. Let's go. Hey, nice, dude. I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong with the helmet thing, too. It's more of, I would test it with the Sentinels, see how much mana you actually are needing in practice. Because if you don't have to sacrifice a prefix where you could get a damage roll, I think that would be a better option. I think you're getting confused. That's okay though. That's okay. I 100% understand what you're saying. What I'm telling you is the prefix that you get on your helmet does the same exact thing as that passive point does on the tree. That's what I'm telling you. Same exact thing. So you test it first with the passive tree. You see how much mana regain you need, and if you need more, then you put it on your helmet. We're on the same page? Oh, so they don't sec. They can, but hold off on doing crazy slams on the helmet until you see how much mana you need. Yeah, I get you, of course, yeah. Because if you don't end up needing it, because you're gonna want to stack a bunch of cast speed, too. Because you're gonna be casting so fast that you're probably gonna get a lot of mana back. And you want it to stay like kind of low still for the damage multiplier, so it's a fine-tuning game. That's going to change as you push corruption and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I would play it. But you know, do it however you want. You know, your idea. I'm just trying to save you a slammed helmet that's going to be annoying to get until after you figure out what you need. You know. Yeah. Alright, we got a Swaddle. It's already got 15 on here. Honestly, Prism Wraps are pretty good. Actually, no one really uses Prism Wraps anymore. They're more mana stacking now. I could do a Blood of the Exile. That's a pretty good option. My Prism Games is only 3 LP. Oh, I could go for this guy, actually. Let's see if I get something crazy. Because those are actually apparently selling for shit tons. Yeah, let's do that. What's the highest mana pool possible BIS gear? On Sentinel? I don't know. Grab the planner I sent you and change all the T6s to T7. And then hit the max button. It's gonna be like 2,700 probably. I guess actually, if you were T7 flat mana and percentile mana, it'd be a lot higher than 2700. But with just T7 and a T5, it's probably like 27, 2800, something like that. If you're going like full MG, double T7s, you could probably get a little nutty. I used all my savings with my main Avalanche Shami and slammed everything. Yeah. How'd you like the Avalanche Shaman? Were you using Dread's build with doing the transformation setup, or were you doing like just a regular self cast, or what were you doing? I had some people asking about it, and I haven't played it yet, so I like to get people's opinions on what they were doing. What level would you start investing in the Pally tree? I probably did it a little bit too late. To get sigils. I'd probably start doing it after I grab the 5 Echoing Strikes. Yeah, I'd probably do it after this. If you need extra health, you can do it after this one. But I'd probably start doing it right there. I even got a LP3 mountain boots. I'm gonna be using jungle for the dodge to combine with the boots, because with the helm you can endurance mana too. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I did Storm Totem, then 50-ish went Av. These new Sanctum bugs are getting old. What are the new Sanctum bugs? Perfect timing, yeah? Is that where you're at? Let's go. He's seeking forever loading screens. Huh. Have to leave the game often? Yeah, that is annoying. I'm like stuck here. Holy crap. That was weird. My character wouldn't move. That's got exalted reduced damage taken on block. It's pretty good. Exclamation point Bob. I don't have an exclamation point Bob. Do you have a loot filter? I haven't updated it yet to the filter command, but I can give it to you. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, I need to grab the loot filter off my other command. That's set up for the rogue. That is a very strict loot filter, by the way. Sorry, I need to put that out there. Very, very strict loot filter. Basically only exalted items. Like good exalted items. So keep that in mind. Yeah. I've started just playing with like generic leveling filters, and then just that way I'm not spending like 3 hours every time I build a loot filter. And then just going with a really nice, like, strict loot filter once I get to endgame. Thank you, of course, of course. Can you show the healing hand tree? Yeah, you bet. Yeah, give me a second. I'll pull that up for you after this echo. Yeah, it's pretty generic, honestly. It's mainly just setting up as a movement skill, making a cast on melee hit, and adding extra healing. That is the current setup I'm using. Ugh. I'm not really scaling any other healing effectiveness. I don't think the healing effectiveness is going to be the play. I don't want to do any word conversion because that's going to ruin my endurance. I think I might just grab the extra healing per second here, the last node. I'm not really scaling the damage buff at all. I think I'm probably just going to do that. Alright, what is the best beginner build? I don't think that... 105. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, boys. That's a good money maker. Sorry, I got distracted. It's a really good item. Decent LE damage too. Yeah, that's a very blanket question. And there's not really just like a go-to answer for that. What type of class do you like to play? How about I give you one of the best starter builds for beginners based on what type of characters you like to play? Is that a good compromise? Do you like to play sword and board? Do you like to play with minions? Do you like to play like a spellcaster? Tell me what you enjoy, and then I'll give you a recommendation based off that. Because fun is very important. He likes bees. Oh yeah, dude. Let's go. There was, yeah, I didn't want these blood guys bombing me while I was doing that. Okay. Yoink. Alright. I love speed and pew pew. Ah, yes, the two pillars of action RPG. More speed, more pew pew. If you want really good speed, I would probably play Bleed Falconer. Bleed Falconer is a very, very, very strong starter build. You get lots of throwing speed, where you're just like shooting out. So what it does is you throw these like traps that explode and put nets on everything. So everything is constantly rooted. Nothing ever moves, which makes it really good beginner friendly. And those traps are auto casting this ability called Puncture, which shoots out these like bleeding lines everywhere that inflicts bleeds on everything. It requires almost no gear to function. You can literally have like 0 res once you get access to net, because nothing ever moves, so it can't hit you. And plus you get a cute little falcon that flies around and hits stuff. So, and it's very, very fast. I think my leveling thing is set up for it. Yeah. Check out that. That'll give you a build planner and a loot filter. Maybe look up some YouTube videos of Bleed Falcon. I don't have a YouTube video on Bleed Falcon per se, because that's normally just like my leveling setup that I do. But it's very good at Endgame 2 if you do want to invest into it. If you look at my VODs though, what I transition Bleed Falcon into is what I call the Dragonfire Falcon that does more pew pews and creates fire explosions everywhere. It's just not a good leveling build. And that build is very busted. Very busted. So if you look at my VODs, not yesterday, but anything from the day before that, I should be playing that build. And you can just kind of watch me blowing everything up. I'm going to re-roll COF. Could you recommend a build? I already played Spellblade, Warlock, Dragon Rogue, Blade Dancer, and Forge Guard. And you're going to be doing COF. Were you MG? Okay, yeah, you're re-rolling 2 COF. So you're going to be basically starting from scratch. A lot of your gear won't be usable. I mean, the other flavor of the month is Glacier Sork. So if you haven't played Glacier Sork, that's a pretty good one. Nice, thank you. Of course, dude. You've already played Warlocks. You've already played probably Torment. If you're interested in Necromancer as well, Mellow, and you don't want to do the flavor of the month, look at my my Skelly Pop build on YouTube. That is very like beginning of cycle, just all solo self-found friendly. Super satisfying to play. Very visually and audio like wise satisfying, with these like giant green pop explosions, and it makes this really cool noise whenever they pop. So I really enjoyed that, and the minions got a tankiness buff this patch, which helps keep your Skelly Mage alive a lot better too. So that's a really good option. Oh my god. Maybe I do need that extra leech from Anomaly. Sometimes I feel like I'm not leeching back fast enough, and Anomaly does kind of fix that. Wingari Axe Throwers are like one of the worst mobs to get in your Echoes though, because they get in packs like this, where there's like 15 of them, and they're all just bombarding you. And it takes you a second to get to them since they're range. I feel like they probably need to reduce their throwing attack speed by like 20-30%. For them to be a little bit more balanced and fair, because they're lobbing those things out so fast. Either that, or they need to reduce their pack size by like 20-30%. If you get like an Echo mob mod with like slow chance or chill chance, because of how fast they're hitting you and how many of them are hitting you, you just like can't move. Alright, we're almost level 80. And then I can probably get some gear upgrades. I'm just getting shrouds like crazy. I don't even know why I picked up that 3 LP one. Maybe some smuck will buy it. What did that end up with? Endurance, poison damage. I love it, I love it. This guy might sell. How much? Hold on. How much does that sell not slammed versus slammed? Oh yeah, I remember that build you were playing it last season. What do you think about Avalanche Shaman? So far, the best version of Avalanche Shaman I've seen uses transformations, and personally, I don't like transformations. So that makes it a no-go for me, but if you're cool with transformations, then that could be really fun. I just don't find them fun for some reason. I've always been that way in almost every game I play. Just druid stuff just really isn't that exciting for me. Alright. Oh, oops. I put Exalted. I need Unique. I just didn't want it to be Legendary. Okay, so I have 100 mana and over 100% Ellie damage, and I want to try to price check it. There's only 3 pages of these. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, because mine is better than all of these, and we're getting up there in price. Basically, they're going to gamble it, and they're going to hit an egg. So this is the closest one, and mine has 70% more Ellie damage. Okay, so mine's closer to this. I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to take the risk on the gamble. I only have 98 million, so that's more than doubling my amount of gold. That's also an 8% mana roll. I think mine is... Yeah, mine's 11%. So mine's still better than this. In fact, mine might be one of the better ones available right now. I have yet to see a good mana roll with over 100 on both of these. Like these have... Okay, so this is the best one so far. At 1.3 billion gold. This one is better than mine. It's got less percentile mana. But... it's got 20% more Ellie damage and 10 more flat damage. So this might even be on par. So I might be able to just get 1 billion gold. That's a fucking big item. Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it up for 1.2 and see if it sells. Is that right? 200 million, I think that's right. No, that is not right. I need another 0. Ha ha ha. No, I need more zeros. Why am I brain dead? I need so many more zeros. I can't count. I hate that it... Okay, that is right. So many more zeros. So many more zeros. I'm tired. I'm tired. Commas help my brain. Commas help my brain. No! I'm giving you guys a heart attack. I'm giving you guys a heart attack. Alright. That is correct. I just watched so many people shit their pants. I played Assemble Abomination and he was hitting for like 500k, some 15-second Aberos. Yeah? A-Bomb doing big, huh? Nice, dude. Little getaway from my market, yeah? Hey man, I'm just trying to make big monies, okay? Any tips on how to level MG faster? This is my first season as MG, but what everyone was telling me to do is obviously you list stuff for 0 gold, and then apparently you can, where's the vendor you buy stuff off of? Is it this guy? Yeah, you just buy stuff off this guy and it will level you up. Hey, hold on, let me put away my, like, semi-useful gear. Okay, so let's do a test. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. So I need I'm going to snip this so I don't have to remember. Okay. I've got that snip, so now I know how much rep I needed to level up. Oh man, it takes so long. It takes so long. Oh, these can't be uniques, right? They can't be uniques, I'm pretty sure. But none of these really matter all that much. Is there any, like, good bases? I guess the most expensive one's probably going to be the best one, since that gives you more. But probably just the amulets. And I had so much favor. I almost did, yeah. Something in 1.1.2 made my build deal a lot less damage, and I don't know what. It's pretty annoying. Which build am again? Which build are you playing? Spark Frostclaw? Interesting. Alright, let me see what our rep is at right now. So I gained like 200,000 favor. Do I spend the rest of my favor to level up, boys? I haven't noticed any change damage. Yeah, maybe you accidentally swap something then. I'll go to 100,000 favor. I'll go to 100,000 favor. That should put me close. Because I had a lot of excess favor. Especially for the amount I actually do trading, so... Yeah, one bursting eyebrows is crazy, even with non-cycle gear. I can only 3 burst him. I give up. That dude's insane. Yeah. Yeah, it is very, very hard. Okay, I got a little bit more to go. Yeah, that's my last one. Did any of the Exalteds, are any of them good? Got a mana. Yeah, I think the mana one's the only good one. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. All right, and then I'll post some stuff up for sale for free, and I think that will put me over. Let's go stash. List item. Is that MG? Yeah, it's already MG. Okay, look, people like those, right? Free. Look, I'm giving some good stuff away for free. This is my contribution to the community. I got you guys. Some decent items for free. I don't think anybody actually wants those, but... the Caspian's actually really good. Look, any fireball sorts? Yeah, there we go. We'll give him that. An Ellie res slammed one, easy, easy. A free shield, free shield. We got it. Okay. 2 LP. Free. Okay. Yulia's Path for any 1-second healing effectiveness. It's over 100%. Okay. Free Eternal Clips. Okay. Free 1 LP Doom Staff. That's big. That's a boss drop. A free Apathy's Maw. Look, I'll even give somebody a health on kill. 2 answer. Alright. I'm done. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. If that's enough to level me up. What are we doing? Morning going well. Hey Blake, yeah, we're just messing around. I was just trying to level up my merchant. I'm so close to leveling up merchant that I'm just like giving away a bunch of stuff. So look at that, an item already sold, boys. Easy. Yeah, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm kind of interested in BK, either Warpath or Rive. Rive looks really fun. Just make sure if you're looking at any Rive builds, it is on 1.1 because Healing Hands got a massive nerf, and yeah. Healing Hands was what was kind of keeping Rive alive before, where now it's not nearly as good, so, and it's hard to play melee in this game, so just keep that in mind. How was Healing Hands nerfed? Tremendously. The amount of ward generation it gains is like a tenth of what it used to be. People with really good gear on my like Holy Fire Paladin, instead of getting 100k ward, are getting about 10k ward. With like really fucking good gear. So yeah, it got nerfed a lot. It got nerfed a lot. What was the benefit of selling versus buying the vendor items? The selling is a lot cheaper for me. Yeah, the selling is a lot cheaper for me. It just requires people to actually want to buy my items. Isn't 10k ward really good? It's not 100k ward. And I don't know if you've ever been in melee and tried to face tank a bunch of stuff before. But 10k ward goes by really fast when you start pushing corruption. And that is like insane gear that if you're not on Merchant Guild right now, you're probably not going to get on COF for a very long time. I sold an amulet I wasn't supposed to sell. Okay. Yeah, it would take you a good while to get that. Curious what your thoughts are on making gold. I'm an MG and I always feel like I'm struggling to make or sell currency, buy the more obscure items for your static ore build. Yeah, the static ore build is a, all the items are very sought after right now, so they are pretty expensive if you're on MG. So far, in my experience, one of the best ways to make gold is to find an activity that not a lot of people are doing, John, and then do that activity. So for instance, I made a decent amount of gold by going and doing Lightless Arbor Dungeon. Because most people right now are doing Echoes, right? Most people are trying to progress Corruption, they're trying to kill Harbingers, so they're spending most of their time in Monoliths. So if they're spending most of their time in Monoliths, that means they're having a hard time getting access to items that only come out of dungeons. One of the dungeons, or items that comes out of Lightless Arbor that everybody wants is Peak of the Mountain. So if you get any like 0 Peak of the Mountains, like 0 LP with good crit, are like a couple million. It's a 50% drop rate, by the way, for a Peak of the Mountain. If you get a good two-hander, you know, you can get like up to like 25, 30 million, maybe even 50 million if it's like a really good crit roll. If you get a 3 LP, that's like a guaranteed 100 million, even if it's a very bad roll. If you get a good rolled 3 LP, that's like a few 100 million. So yeah, that's what I would do. I spent like 3 hours doing that, and I made like I don't know, like 120 million or something like that. Just from, and I got a 1 3 LP, and it was like 4% off the worst possible roll. And I think the prices have gone up since then. So yeah, just doing something like that. Just try to think about what everyone else is doing, and then do the opposite. Good info, thank you. Of course, of course. Thanks again for helping in YouTube comments with my struggle. Of course, go for us. Hopefully you're doing pretty good now. Your Glacier Meter build, is every unique worth even without 1 LP? No. No Olimar. I feel like the Relic, it's good, but you lose a lot without getting LP on it. So if you're in Merchant, there's no reason that you should be using a Grim without 3 LP. So 2 LP Grims are free. They literally cost you 0 gold. 3 LPs are very, very cheap. So if you're playing Merchant, absolutely go pick up a 3 LP Grim and start slamming mana relics on there. You know. So that one's just so easy to get LP on. It would be crazy for you to use it without LP. Even if you're in CUF, you set up a couple prophecies for relics to drop, and I guarantee you're going to get a bunch of those because they're a super low level, easy LP item to get. So that one I would not run on my build if it didn't have LP. You should really be trying to get mana on that. Trying to think if there's anything else that you wouldn't want to run. Whatchamacallit, the amulet. The amulet's probably in a similar boat. It's also a super easy to get one with LP. Where you can just use an exalted mana amulet that gives you res in the meantime, and it would give you the same, if not more, mana. So that's really gonna come into play. Getting LP on top of it. It's not very good. So that's probably another one I wouldn't do without LP. Thanks for the 20 bits, Risky. These 2 effects suck, Lofi. I'm very disappointed. What 2 effects? What are you talking about? Why are you making rainbow messages? I've actually never seen that before. 2 redeemable text effects? Okay, I've never seen anybody use that before. For biddies, yeah. Yeah, you'll see somebody see 1 LP in COF, they'll make you sad. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be very easy to get 1 LP. 0 LPs you can put into the egg on Nemesis monsters, and then you can try to get 2 LPs that way. But not worth using the Doom items on this build. You can. I've thought about it. So I am scaling a lot of damage over time, so it might be worth using the ring. If I were to use the ring, I'd probably I need to get the throwing mana cost on it for sure. That's a requirement. I think I actually have a 3 LP one, so I could try to slam that. Yeah. So it's definitely not a bad idea. That might actually be. That's actually a great idea because I dropped Anomaly and that would give me extra Void Leech. So maybe I try to slam one of those rings to see if that helps with my leech problem. Because I'd like to not use Anomaly if I can, honestly, because I just don't like using Anomaly. It's just kind of annoying unless you're playing a caster where you have crazy cast speed. So let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. What to slam on my helm and shield? What shield are you using? Yeah, what unique shield are you slamming? And what helm are you using? I didn't realize you're in Utah, man. I just got out there for Zion and Bryce. The state is Candyland. If you go outside, yeah, dude, it's pretty cool outside. Not right now for me because it's like fucking 100 degrees, but you know, yeah, I live in Utah. All right, let me see what I have for rings. Let me see. I think I know I have at least a 2 LP. I know I have at least a 2 LP. Oh, what are they called? I'm brain farting. I don't have any of my things because I stopped picking them up. Siphon of Anguish. Two LP. Alright, so I got a 2 LP. I got two 2 LPs. So the main stats I care about are the chance to apply Doom and the percentile void damage leaches health. So that one sucks. This one's decent. The leech is a little bit lower, but it's got really good void pen and chance to apply Doom. Alright, let's I just slam one of my current rings. It's T4, mana regen, it's T3. I still have 14 potential in this. I was too low level when I was doing it. I have good Ellie res on it. It's decent at least. How's my necrotic res about that? I'm still capped. Let's go do a slam. See what happens. How do you get additional LP on gear from Nemesis? Eggs only add an affix. Never seen it add LP. Yep, it has a chance to add LP. It is rare. Not like super rare, but as you level up your faction more, I feel like it becomes more common. 3 LP Decayed Skull and 3 LP Bulwark. Okay, nice. Yeah, those are pretty good. Is Unarmed Judgment solid enough for me to push regular monos even with no real gift for it? Yes. Code Relic ended up with +4 sigils, +4 Holy Endurance Aura, and all res while channeling. Oh, and not the all res while channeling. You put a 1 LP ring instead of the egg though, right? No, you cannot put any items that are Weaver Will uniques or that are already have LP on them. Those two things cannot be. Would the Sim Fates be worth it? Sim Fates for the cooldown recovery? No, I don't think so. I think it'd be kind of a waste of a boot slot. Yeah, you get damage over time, but it's percentile damage over time. You get only 8 armor for doing those rings. Yeah, I'm not using lunge, so I don't get cooldown recovery. Extra Doom chance. I'm going to be hitting so fast that just the Doom chance on the ring is going to be plenty. Doom has a capped cap stacks. Yeah, so I have so many hits going off that I don't need extra Doom chance. You're basically just getting the like 100-something% damage over time, which I don't think is worth the defensive loss. Yeah, 8 armor base is pretty bad. No. Currently working on my Earthquake Werebear helm. I knew it should last epoch, but ARPGs as a whole, any tips? Is there anything specific that you're looking for? ARPGs as a whole is all about setting up goals, in my opinion. My generic tip for ARPGs, in order to have fun for me, is I like to set myself daily goals, where it's like, that are realistic, you know? It's like, hey, today, I want to try to get to this level, and try to get this thing on my build. Or I want to try to push to this corruption. Or I want to kill this boss today, that's my main goal. Get enough gear to where I feel like I'm good enough for this boss. That's my generic ARPG tip, is set yourself goals. It keeps you motivated, since ARPGs can be a little bit more repetitive. And it gets you excited when you hit your goals. Hi again. Hey, what's up, Mando? Welcome, welcome. Oh, sorry, the second door. Alright. Alright, let's go, boys. Well, I have to get minus throw damage. That is a non-negotiable. I'd probably prefer, honestly, just getting mana regen and throw damage. Alright, well, that bricks. Did I leave the other 2 LP on my other character? I hope I didn't. I think it did. Yeah, that is, no bueno, sadly. I wonder if I can buy one. Is there one that already has what I want on there? Wouldn't it be too expensive? How's the build going so far? It's good, man. It's good. Yeah, we're just trying out some different stuff. Yeah, if you have any, like, specific advice you're looking for around, let me know. I'll be happy to give that to you. Just so you guys are aware, I might have to call an early stream today. Because I'm not doing super hot at the moment, and I may need to do a doctor's visit, so if I have to leave early, I apologize. I just want to let you guys know in advance. But especially, gaming for long periods of time is just a little bit painful, so why am I struggling with this? English. Okay. I'm gonna see if there's one already with throwing on there and see how much that is. That's probably gonna be more expensive. Oh, I can't even buy it till rank 12. No, not like this. Not like this. But it's only 100k. I'm so close, dude. How much more favor do I have? I need 20k to get there. Buy the ring. Wait, how much favor do I need? I need 54,000 more. I think it would cost me the rest of my favor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would cost me the rest of my favor. Fuck, dude. Alright. We'll just buy another regular ring for now. Until I can, sell more free items that I listed. What am I looking for? Drawing T6. Dota, not Dota, not Dota. I'll feel better soon. Thank you. Any tips for farming my helm or any item for that matter? What helmet are you looking to farm, Realm? And are you on Circle of Fortune or Merchant's Guild? $50 million gold. Jesus Christ, dude. Thank God I got my my other ring before then. What is it if I don't do it on a gold ring? 17 million gold. Holy shit. Once got throwing attack speed on there, it just got nice. Alright, too rich for my blood. At least until I sell that chess piece. I wish I could add another filter to add another stat on there. That wasn't also exalted. Like, I'm sure if I wanted exalted mana regen on a tier 6, it's going to be fucking ludicrously expensive. Or doesn't exist. Yeah. On these. Tier 4. I don't really need res, honestly. I mainly just want like block and maybe health. That one's got LE damage on there too, though. It's tier 1 LE damage over time. I can do that one. I'm gonna put that over on my other character and then look at him. I can get a better idea of my stats. Sadly, that is no bueno. Alright, go back to the other character. Why gold rings for the LE res? 74k to level up and buy the ring. You've got enough. I would just be like tapped out on everything though if I did that. I have gear equipped that I purchased from MG and then switched to COF, and I'm still unable to use any of my gear previously equipped that came from MG. Yes. Yeah, if it has an MG tag on it, which will show in the bottom right of the item, then you cannot wear it. I'm Fortune, and it's a helm that has both Earthquake and Werebear. Okay, so you're not looking for a unique helm, you're looking for an exalted helm, and you're on Circle of Fortune. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to set up prophecies for exalted helms. So I can't show you because I'm on MG on this character, but you'd basically just go to the Circle of Fortune. You would put in lenses, which are the thing that when you're selecting your prophecies that control what you're targeting farming. So you'd put one for an increased chance for helmets, and then you put one that has a chance to double the reward of your prophecies, and the third one would be the chance to complete your prophecies twice. Or it's not a chance, it's a guarantee. So that way you can set up a prophecy that's like, kill this boss and drops exalted helms. And so now you get to complete that twice, and it's going to double all the exalted helms that are dropping. That's basically how you're going to want to farm for stuff. I just came back from the pharmacy. There is a new girl there. Yeah? It's so cute. Uh-oh. Any tips on increasing the chance of getting some uniques from Orbis? I did 12 Orbis today and couldn't get a single Apathy, Shattered Chain, or Obdi. Obdi doesn't drop unless you're 200 Corruption. The higher Corruption you get, the better drop chances you're going to have. If you're on COF, you want to level up your COF to get the 150% drop rate. You can also grab the End of Time Blessing here that gives increased chance for unique drops. Yeah, those are the only things. Is the rank 12 right now bugged? For the lens scrolls? Good to know. Good to know. Are Scales of Atera good for a static meteor build? I don't think so. Oh, you're talking about the that's the offhand catalyst, right? Yeah, those are terrible actually. Yeah. So on the meteor build, you're using fire, lightning, and cold, and whenever you get one buff, it's negating the damage for the other three. So yeah, it's actually really bad. Only bot gear is MG tag, correct? I'm 250. Yeah, it's just gonna be, you know, RNG. You're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have good days. The higher corruption you get though, the better chances you're gonna have. 250 is still pretty low. You effectively stack the odds, that makes sense, yeah. But it actually may be bugged and is working as intended, but that would just be a huge COF ninja nerf. Really? Rank 10 bosses is also bugged and not currently working on exiled mages and dungeons. Exiled mages aren't bosses. But I get you. So I don't think that's bugged. The end dungeon bosses should be working though. Whole game is bugged? True, true. Yeah, there's that other ring I had. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty good across the board on everything. I'm like way over on Fizz. Fizz is kind of a dead stat. I'd really like to get health. Alright, this is what it is. Alright, let's keep playing, boys. I want to keep playing. I'll buy one of those rings as soon as I get to rank 12. Have a boss bar, and in the patch notes it said it would work on anything that has a boss bar. Did they specifically call out that if it just had a ward mechanic? That's what they care about? Is that what they were saying? Do I have a needle on me? I don't. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. I need access to my stash. Giving 50% more drops on 100%? I feel like the exiled mages have never been classified as a boss before, so that's interesting. Yeah, dungeon bosses definitely should be applying for that. That's kind of annoying. Fucking cold pool right on my forehead. Love that. Yeah, with it right on top of him, it basically means I gotta do 0 damage until he teleports away. Alright. There we go. I don't actually need to talk to that dude anymore. Okay. That should give me my Gazes of Orbis. I got 6 now. Let's kill this guy. Break 10 is 150%. It's not giving any of that for dungeon bosses. Yeah, that's pretty absurd. It'd be nice for jeweler rings. Whoop. Hey, buddy, can you leap to me over here, buddy? Over here, please. Over here. I see you are standing on top of the giant meteor. Okay, thank you, thank you. Good night. Hey, Joy. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Joy. I'm pretty sure you're COF, right? I'm really sorry. I didn't get an amulet if it makes you feel better. Yeah, there was no amulet. I'll give you them for free, though, if you're MG. If it also helps, I'm pretty sure I was at least 5,000 corruption, so... Oh, that's rough. Do you have streamer loot turned on? If you don't have streamer loot turned on, make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Oh, I miscounted my timer. What's up, Love? Hey, what's up, Brownlee? How you doing, man? Oh, welcome, dude. How's your day? How much corruption did you reach with the Falconer before switching to VK? I got to 1,000. Yeah, I got to 1,000 with really bad gear, honestly. Not really bad, but like, I was missing a lot of health. I finally made some money on MG, got a +4 to Ballista. Nice, dude. There you go. For all the Ballista gamers out there, I like it. Can you quickly show your Healing Hands tree? Yeah, I'm just experimenting with it right now. I think I might end up going back to Anomaly, actually. Because Anomaly just gives me so much leech. It's probably going to be the better setup. I still like switching skills in between Echoes and bosses, but... yeah, this is what I got set up on it. So it's basically just for having immune while moving and the damage reduction. Also, that's the only thing that really matters. I finally made it. Oh yeah, I got that, yeah. I want to go towards these XP tomes so I can get my faction stuff. Bleeding Heart. Dang, Mummified. Shit, dude, I didn't know it was like that. Oh, we're friends. Maybe I should have paid more attention to that. Pretty much all my defense comes from Leech, so if I'm not attacking something... I was trying to read. Yeah, I probably should be playing with Anomaly. Healing Hands also might be good for bosses, though, just so I can negate some of the boss mechanics with being immune while moving. I want that Lightless Harbor Key. What am I looking for? Oh, an ambush. Okay, there's the ambush. Right there. This game hates reading. You should be immune while interacting, especially when you try to put... Yeah. Especially when we have the thing called spires. That spires exist. That should probably not go hand in hand there, where you get to get one shot by spires and you have to read at the same time. Drops a unique item. Wow. Hey, Realm, thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? What build are you playing? I can barely read. They're making it much worse. I know, dude. Targeting us that can't read good. Makes you panic. I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh, we got another XP guy over there. Oh, that's my twisted heart to a nemesis on killing lightning explosion. Dude, I've had that happen so many times. Oh, man. What item was it? My first experience with that was on the test server, and I complained about it. I think mine was actually bugged, because it kept spawning the lightning turret thing over and over, like 3 times after he died. And so I reported it as a bug, so hopefully it doesn't still happen. But I lost, like, a super juicy unique item. I can't remember what it was, but it was something I'd been waiting for forever. And I'm like, oh, shit, dude. And then he died, like, the moment I died. Or, no, so I died after he died. Due to the lightning explosion turret things that kept spawning. So, yeah, it was not a good feeling, though. It was on the ground when I died, yeah. Yeah, but if you have like a damage over time setup and you die, you have to wait 4 seconds or something before you're allowed to respawn. So if he dies in that 4 seconds, you're just fucked. Cast on death portal needed, right? Where's my portals at? Why can't I go back into my run? Hey, Viva, thanks for the Prime sub, dude. Thank you, thank you. And for the 4 months, my guy. Thank you for supporting the channel, dude. Yeah, one sec, guys. I need to message my wife really fast. Should probably also eat. What's on the menu today, boys? What sounds good for lunch? What sounds good for lunch? I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it simple. I did expensive food yesterday, so I'm just gonna get a McDonald's. Burrito. I got a burger, I'm sorry. Chicken parm. Dude, I did chicken parm yesterday. It wasn't a sub, but I did chicken parm yesterday because it sounded so good. And it was so good. It's just DoorDash chicken parm is expensive. Well, on Falconer, you can wear bow and boats right before you get everything right, or do you wait until you have all the gear? Oh, the boots? Yeah, sorry. Like, man, we got a boat cycle already? Dang. So when you're playing Bleed Falconer, you don't want to wear any of the uniques from the Dragon Falconer build. The boots are gonna lower your resistances, so you kind of need to compensate for that. Mickey, these will be expensive later in life. True, dude. True. That's deep. That's deep, honestly. Yeah, boots on top. You're good, dude. My brain is not functioning on all cylinders. I'm on a bit of pain at the moment, and I haven't eaten yet today, so brain is trying its best. Pizza's a good option too. I feel weird when I get pizza just for me though, you know? Because my wife's working right now. And so it would make more sense if it was like pizza for me, kiddo, and the wife, but there's something about buying a pizza for yourself that just makes you feel a little guilty, right? Any reason why I wouldn't be able to upgrade to a tier 2 prefix on an exalted item that still has forging potential? I got 52 shards. What's your level? There's level requirements. So it may say that you're lacking the required level to wear an item that has that many affixes on it. God, these fucking Wingari guys, dude. Holy shit. I need that leech from the ring so I can try it out. See if I need to go anomaly. Yeah, but Gary Axor suck. That actually might stop me from pushing this timeline, honestly. Because I'm gonna get so many Wangari guys. That's already got legendary potential. That's already got legendary potential. I don't think this one's very good. Yeah, it's got negative all res. Oh, these are perfect Falcon Fists. I can do that. Ow. Oh, he's poison. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until you finish doing that. Oh, wait, nope, not done. Nope, I usually eat pizza by myself and I, yeah. I used to do it a lot when I was younger. And then I think now, just like, when I have a family, it's like, whenever I order it by myself, I just have this weird guilty feeling. I don't know. Just open up that box of pizza and be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat all of this. Preferably in one sitting, you know? Okay, I'm gonna grab this XP tome. I think I need to swap timelines, though. Yeah. I forget that this timeline has all the Wangari axe throwers, and those guys suck. They are so much harder to deal with. Unless you're just able to AoE nuke the entire screen before they can hit you. I kind of have to walk up to them. And sadly, this timeline just like gets so many. Just beat my first Aberra, Pog. Hey, let's go, Pog. Pogs for Pog. What build are you doing on? Raid of Dragons wouldn't be too bad. That would give me some Twisted Hearts, too. And, like, other than having to, like, teleport away, you know, which isn't really a big deal. The rest of that fight lets me kind of just sit on top of him. And I can do AoE damage. I can do the same amount of AoE damage that I can do single target damage. So, for, like, the ads, it wouldn't be a big deal. Maybe we go back to doing some Raid of Dragons farming. I don't think most of the mobs for Raid of Dragons are too bad. Ah! Alright. Yeah, let's how close am I to a shade? I'm not close at all. Okay. Yeah, let's go Raid of Dragons. Let's try that one out. We can go for our all-res blessing too while we're there. My son would look at me and still ask for some. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Frostglass Orc? Okay, sick, dude. Yeah, Frostglass Orc's good. Alright, do we have any XP tomes? No. Level requirement on the item is 86. Never mind, I'm stupid. It's percent mana, not flat mana. I just don't have any Shard 6 anyways. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Lift, do you know why some people are using Marina's Lost Soul on the Sorc Static Warp build instead of Wrong Warp? Yes. So there's two things that go into that. So every single one of them is using a Grimoire for the relic, and what the Grimoire does is it adds a bunch of necrotic flat damage to your spells, and then Marina's Lost Soul will amplify that necrotic damage. And then also, if you're running Meteor, if you want to focus more on your Meteor clear, what you can also do if you're using Marina's Lost Soul is you can take the damage multiplier nodes that give you increased non-fire damage on your meteors, and it's a pretty hefty multiplier that it's adding. And so that will also amplify the necrotic damage that you're adding onto it. So I feel like it's a little bit better for like a clear setup. I don't think it's as good as at bossing, honestly. You just get so much burst between the Jorah Wrong Warp setup. I feel like that Wrong Warp is still better for doing like big one-shot bosses. Also, you have the downside of using that setup where you're taking damage. You're forcing yourself to take increased damage, basically. So I don't like doing that. But that is why they're doing it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wrong Warp still wins in single target, but it's pretty close, I think. And some people just really hate playing Wrong Warp, so, you know, it's fair either way. I don't want to take extra damage, some people don't want to play Wrong Warp. So, they're both really good, though. Alright, we got 2 XP tomes here. Tried with Static Orb initially, but it felt a lot easier with Frostclaw. I realized Static Orb can kill it almost instantly if you got the Slam Zone. Yeah. Frostclaw is much better at low gear investment than Static Orb. Like, infinitely. Absolutely, yeah. Static Orb just kind of scales almost infinitely, where it's like, the better gear you get, it just becomes so much better than almost every skill for single target damage, pretty much. Even like, it's like on par with like bug skills, in my opinion, so... But yeah, that requires insane gear investment, so... But if you just wanted to play like one build for the cycle and just giga investment towards it, Static Orb's a good way to do that. Yeah, Static Orb can feel kind of bad if you don't have the burst damage for it, where you have to do like multiple setups, you know? Speaking of Grimoires, 0 LP too, so I can slam that in an egg. Grind do we got here? Is it XP? Ever lucky. Thank you, was confused. No worries. Yeah, it's kind of a weird setup that a lot of people don't, you know, put the 2 and 2 together. At the beginning of the cycle, I was like, oh, why are people... I saw the marinas, and I didn't immediately put it together. I'm like, why are they doing that? I'm like, oh, yeah. For the extra flat damage they're getting. So, I thought the same thing originally. You know why I can't see the edge of my bizarre item search screen? I don't think I've had that issue yet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, I have my 3 points there, so I have the block chance now. So I might just start going towards the movement speed nodes here. This movement speed is gonna make this feel so much better. I could also get the mana regen here too, but I want to try not to invest in that if I can, because that's a pretty expensive 10 points. Let's grab the void damage and the move speed. So funny because I use Wrong Warp to clear on Warlock and Ladle for bossing. Yeah. Well, the reason why it's good for Sork is because you're using the Jura rings too, which also give you a boost after you've used a movement skill. So you're kind of double dipping on that that movement skill burst damage, and so you go for like spell damage int on your Jura rings if you can, and then yeah, so then all your burst damage is coming from that same window, where it's not kind of like spread out with different things, you know. My dogs have just alerted me that my food is here. I want this wand to be good so bad. Why is Runebolt bad? I want Runebolt to be good. I also prefer the Frostclaw proccing spark charges on hit, every hit. Now, yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that was definitely a big buff for it. It makes the mana management like way more gimmicky and annoying, but it definitely added a lot of damage. Can you make Volcanic Orb not move? There's some stuff you can do that makes it, I think, go to like where you're targeting and then stop, I think. But you can also slow down its rotating speed. But I haven't really messed around with Volcanic Orb a lot because it's just been such a bad skill for so long. Alright, one sec guys, my food's here. Grab that. Oh man. Alrighty, boys. Who it is here? Oh. I keep getting reduced volcanic movement speed idols. Yeah. I don't really notice the mana management being annoying aside from doing Aberoth. My brain is getting too old to manage management and dodging at the same time. Yeah, I get you, I get you. Yeah, you just have to do like the meteor tech and stuff like that. You know, which is fine. Just fine. I was doing meteor tech anyways on my build for a while. So, can't complain too much. It is a very strong tech. Alright, let me hit this next P shrine because that'd be really nice. And then I'm gonna be honest with you boys. I'm gonna try to go like at least another hour or so. But I'm hurting pretty bad, so I have to wait for my wife regardless. But because she's got the car right now, and at the moment we only have one car. So I'm gonna try to hold out as long as I can, but and they rolled like 55%. Yeah, but like if you get like 100% reduced movement speed, it's I think it's 100% of the base movement speed. It's not like putting you at 0% movement speed, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's how they're mapping it out. I respect to the COC Meteor Static Orb build today, and I must say it's pretty nice, dude. I love being able to do the meteors with Glacier. To be honest, it's such a fun playstyle. I wish it was strong enough for bossing by itself, and that we didn't have to do Static Orb cheese. Honestly, like you can do bosses. It's just like, why if you can just instant delete them with Static Orb, you know? But also, meteors is kind of rough to do on a bossing, because then you can't see any of the boss mechanics. That's only safe between freezing and amounts of 40 plus gas you do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Frostclaw is very strong. Frostclaw is very strong. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like doing what everyone else is doing, although everyone's starting to do Static Orb Meteor stuff now too, so I have this weird thing where I like want to play the stuff that no one else is playing. Alright, I'm close enough. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, boys. There we go. Rank 12. Alright, ring time. No, it's more. Siphon of Anguish. Yeah, so there's 7 options. Is there any that have 2? Necrotic damage, endurance threshold. I care about quite a few of the stats, so I'm kind of looking over everything here. Sadly, this is probably the best one. It's still only 3 million, you know, it's not a big deal. Let's just do that one. Okay. I have 2% block, 2% block. This one's got more mana regen. I don't need the Fizz Res, so let's drop that. Let's add that in there. Mapping is kind of awkward to be honest, but doable, even with weird rap. With weird rap, yeah. I like it, I like it. Okay. I wonder if I can buy one of these that's a little bit better. I'm kind of at the level now where I can, I sold an item for free. Alright. Browse, more. Go to the Erase Sentinel. Fixes. I want flat throwing damage if possible, and then I'm gonna see if there's a mana regen. Does that exist? It does not. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we have 11. Good. +8, +8, +10. +10's even tier 3. 17, 32. Yeah, that's tier 7. How many tier 7s are there? The only one. Okay, so that's the only tier 7. Okay. It's only 2 million, honestly. That'll add a bunch of damage. I wonder if I can get a mana regen amulet. It sucks, my amulet's actually really fucking good. I don't really need all that much res, though. The roll on it really doesn't matter hardly at all. Let's go amulet. I'm not even gonna put in a base type. I just want to see if there's any double exalted for these. There's not, dude. Why is there like nothing on the market? Come on. Yeah, because mine doesn't have mana regen at all. So let's go. We'll put a base type since we're only doing ones. We'll go bone. Actually, I don't really even need that much. I think I go Jade, dude. I think I go Jade. I don't really need the res at the moment. I could farm a better all res blessing too. How much is a tier 7? Oh, I don't even have the favor for that one. Oh, that's because it's unique. Exalted. There we go. Alright, so 5 million. It's got increased area. That's already tier 5. This should be tier 1? Yeah, this tier 1. And it has the void res already on there. That one's pretty good. That's 28 million though. That would be really, really big though, dude. Tier 7 throwing. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Alright, there's a big expense. Okay, so if I take this off... My void res is actually good already. It's necrotic and fizz that are a little bit low. We go for the gamble? Let's go for the gamble. Oh, let me seal first. Let me seal first. I can't break that. Okay. Let's put our mana on here. Otherwise, there was no point doing this. Can't supply frailty is actually really good. I do already have some on my gloves, but I want to replace my gloves anyways. Okay. So we got a little bit more mana regen, which will be good. We got a shit ton more throwing damage. We lost a little bit of health, sadly. We did get extra frailty, and we got some more throwing speed. So, should be good. Okay, let's see how this feels with the Siphon of Anguish on there. When you think about a well-rolled Nihilus for Mad Lightning, to Electric Boogaloo, Nihilus is probably decent. It'd give you some nice things on there. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty good. I think I need to be like 85 for the rest of my base items, but then I'll swap around my my like chest piece, helmet, gloves, boots, shield. Literally everything I'm wearing needs to be replaced. It's all suboptimal bases. Almost all the bases I wanted to use for this build are like the highest level base. And for exalted versions of those bases, I think you have to be like level 85. Yeah, Marina's Lost Soul. Yeah, if you don't like playing Wrong Warp, yeah, then just use Marina's Lost Soul. Less bursty for bosses, but it's overall like better damage for clear. So. Has to shred armor, which is great. Yeah, freeze multiplier. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna banish those. See ya. Yeah, I don't like random teleport. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I know it's a playstyle though. It's the same thing as like volatile reversal, right? A lot of people don't like volatile reversal. You know, and I get it. I get it. It's weird not knowing where your character is gonna be. I don't mind volatile reversal. What's wrong with semi-killing me? Because it's doing what I need to do for now. But the random part is irritating this volatile. Yeah. Volatile is good if you are good at multitasking stuff in the back of your brain. So in the back of my brain, I'm counting the whole time. If I'm like about a volatile reversal, I'm like, all right, this is where I'm going to be. 1, 2, 3, boom. Sometimes I miscount. Sometimes I miscount. And then I'm like, oh, I am way over here. So... I'm actually love volatile, but mostly using it standing still, but sometimes reversal. Yeah. Sometimes I'll use it to dodge stuff, but yeah, most of the time it's like, alright, I'm standing still, count to 3, big volatile reversal, bang bang. Wingardium Leviosa. Yeah, my mana's feeling a lot better though. Like I essentially have infinite mana right now. I think the leech overall has been quite a bit better with the ring. And those Doom procs are pretty good too. And I have so much Void Pen for the Doom. Yeah, we got a Bone Clamor, which is good. Throw this guy in here. Oh no, I'm getting rained on by poison at the same time. Oh, actually, I can go up that way. Base healing effectiveness. So now that I'm max MG, does that mean I can play COF on my next character? I'm gonna try to actually use the MG a little bit more, but I think that means I fulfilled my contract, boys. I think I'm a free agent now. I just got a red ring MG first time ever. Yeah, dope, dude. That's big money. Join the other side. It really wouldn't be like joining the other side. It's more like you know, I'm LeBron going back to Cleveland, right? I already was COF, and then I was kind of forced to come over here. So no, I wasn't forced. I wanted to try it out. But COF looks fun, dude. All the new stuff they added. I want to come back. I kind of do. It is nice being able to just get whatever gear I want, though. One question, what does legendary potential do? Got my first usable one. Yeah, that's a good question, man. Especially if you're new and trying to figure that out. So, an item can roll between 1 and 4 legendary potential. I do better with visuals, so I'm gonna use visuals. So. Yeah, so an item can roll between 1 and 4 legendary potential. So you see, like, this item right here, it has 1 legendary potential at the top. So what you can do is if you get 1 unique item that has legendary potential, and then you get another item that is the same type. Do I have any staffs in here? That is the same type, so it doesn't need to be. So like this one is a unique abyssal staff, and this is a exalted crystal staff. So they're 2 different types of staff, but they fall under the same category of being a staff. So they just need to fall under the same category. So these are both staffs, and it has to be an exalted item, which is a purple background. You can actually fuse these 2 together, and so if it has 1 legendary potential, what's going to happen is it is going to grab 1 stat from this staff randomly, so one of those 4 stats, and it's going to put it on top of this. So if you look at my my scepter here, I have 2 stats in red at the very top. That is because this was a 2 legendary potential item, and I fused it with an exalted scepter, and it grabbed those 2 stats. So you fuse it by going to the Temporal Sanctum dungeon. So I have a key right here. If you right-click on the key, it'll show you where it's at, so it's over here. And by killing the final boss, at the end, there's a device where you can put both these items in, and it will fuse it together. Almost 100% drop rate from bosses for their gears who have got to be broken, no cap. Yeah. I sign you right now, my man. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So that's like the super endgame crafting that really lets you get some like bonkers items. So, because you could potentially get a 4 legendary potential item. So most people call them LP. So a 4 LP item, and you could grab all 4 stats from that exalted item and put it on top of a unique item. And that's when you get some crazy shit. So I just got 2 LP on this. That's big. Let's see if I can get the 4. If I get 4, that's big money. Like super big money. I got 2 LP on the first one. I just got to get lucky and get 2 LP on the second one. 3 LP is kind of mediocre. They're not really worth that much. I apologize. I do not know how to say your name. What can I call you? What's a good nickname for you? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Most of the time I'm pretty, because most of the time I'll grab the first part of your name and I'll make that your nickname, but I don't think that would do you justice. So what is the nickname that you prefer? But thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Cat Snacks? Is that the nickname you wanted? You want to be called Cat Snacks? How to farm this wand? Which one? Are you talking about the scepter? Or what wand? I got it off the final boss, off Aberoth. However, I think it actually comes off of one of the Harbies, even though it has the final boss's name in the item name. I want to say it's Black Sun. I think the Black Sun timeline. Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong? But I'm pretty sure Aberoth's command comes from the Black Sun. Yeah, I farmed like 4 or 5 of them from the final boss though. Oh, it's Fallen Empire? Okay, there you go. There you go. Fallen Empire. I love it. What's up, Lotus? How you doing, man? World Splitters, Black Sun. That's right. I was talking a lot with people about World Splitters, so that's probably why it was fresh in my mind. But yeah, that sounds correct. Okay. So yeah, go farm the Fallen Empire timeline. Or the final boss. Either one. I'm so sad that my World Splitter tech didn't work. I had a World Splitter build I was debating running instead of this one, but sadly it doesn't calculate percentile mana costs. Otherwise we would have been slapping from my screen to your screen. Hi, Loaf. Hey, what's up, Stick? How you doing, man? What up, what up? Stick, right now I have the command set up as !BK, because I wanted the, some of the info from those commands. So yeah, right now it's !VK to see what I'm currently doing. Gotcha, yeah, no worries. I want to try that rogue eventually? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, the rogue's busted, dude. Rogue is busted. You know the trick to getting fast ability through Forge? Yeah, I can show you. That's what I'm doing. I'm going for the first I'm building corruption at the same time, so I'm going for the first Shade of Orbis, and then I'm doing that trick. But I'll show it to you real fast. Alright, what do we get? We are already at 2 LP. And it stayed at 2 LP! Never lucky, dude. Never lucky. That helmet's useless. Appreciate it, of course. Yeah, so what you want to do is you need to do at least one echo, so that way the game knows what echo you want to do it on. So I've done one echo on Reign of Dragons, right? And I'm at 727 stability. Grab a random item off the ground. So we're going to grab this chest piece. Put it in your crafting. Switch your glyph over to a Glyph of Envy. Pick a random stat and start upgrading it. That's out of forging potential. Now I'm at 1285. So I just gained a like 500 stability. That's it. You have any tips / resources for figuring out what legendaries are worth holding onto and selling on MG? I have it built into my filter. So all of the stuff in green is the high value stats on MG. At least from what I was able to quickly discern from that. Price checking, there is no quick way to fully price check, though. Price checking is a pain in the ass in this video game and is one of the worst parts of MG at the moment. So... sadly, I can't help you with the actual price checking part. But I can at least, you can just look at one of my filters and that can help you find the gear that might be worth price checking. What weapon did you use before Abras? Dreamthorn, right? Yeah, I used Dreamthorn. Yeah, Dreamthorn's good because it gives you block chance and Void Pen. And it will let you access Void Cleave early. You could probably also use Merophage. So this might be a really good option if you can get some good slams on there, because you get +1 to all skills and you get reduced damage. So one of those would be really good. Is the glyph a random drop or is it a drop from crafting? It is a random drop, but it has a higher chance to drop against Harbies and Aberoth. So if you're killing a bunch of Harbies and Aberoth on a regular basis, you're going to have a lot of them. Otherwise, it's just a random drop while you're doing echoes. Gotcha, thank you. Of course, man. They are fantastic for ults, though. Fantastic. You get easy stability. You can get all of your blessings really, really fast. You can use them to push corruption insanely fast. Okay. Hey, Acidic, thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? I need to spike up my corruption, so I'm gonna throw in a needle here. I'm gonna kill the rotting horde. Give me a bunch of gazes, and then I'll kill that guy and get a bunch of corruption. Goodbye, Sir Dragon. Right, so there's a 14 res. Where do you get needles? You typically get them from Harbies. Yeah, Harbies are the final boss. I think that's the only place those drops. I don't think those can drop from random drops. I think those have to come from the Harbies. Now I have 4 Gates of Orbis. So typically what I do is I just rush to my first Gaze of Orbis. I kill the boss, the timeline boss, with a needle. I get my my 4 stacks, and then I just kill this guy for a bunch of bonus corruption. That way I don't have to keep building out the timeline super far. If I have a boss where I can just sit there and spin some hammers on, dude, I fuck. That guy got obliterated. Granted, he's low corruption, but I'm also only level 82. So, not too bad. Are they rare? Because I've killed a bunch of them and I found none. It's like 1 in 3 or something like that. It's been my experience. It's like almost guaranteed on the final boss, I think. I feel like my leech is much better now, though, that I have the ring. I think you can drop anomaly altogether with the void damage ring, though. It gives you increased leech rate too. It's not 100% increased leech rate, but you know, I feel like it's enough, at least for now. That build looks fun, bro. Hey, thanks, Caesar. Thank you, man. That's what I'm going for. I like fun builds. Fun builds are good. Yeah, it's fun to do meta stuff occasionally, but for the most part, I find it a lot more fun just to make like unique stuff. And you wouldn't switch that over until you slam throwing costs onto it. The throwing cost is, yeah, definitely required. You really need that minus mana cost, and the throwing damage also adds a lot of damage to your aura. I don't think you could justify not having the ring on. Or I don't think you could justify having the ring on without having that on there. Your mana is just way too hard when you're doing Disintegrating Aura, because Disintegrating Aura adds that extra mana cost. Okay, can you guys stop shooting me with arrows, please? Okay, thank you. How'd this roll? Good, not too bad. Let's see what happens. Are the Harbingers one attempt only, or can I keep trying them until I kill them? Harbinger does the same loot normal boss would, or is it different? Yeah, you can keep trying them as many times as you want. You're gonna start losing stability when you start dying to the boss, so you may have to do like another echo or something just to get your stability higher than the boss requirement. The Harbingers will drop all the same loot that the boss drops, but then on top of that, depending on what echo or what monolith you're on, they will have a specific drop for that monolith that is for the Harby only. Yeah, I'm glad I got the mana fixed. Yeah, mana's not a problem anymore. I think now my big thing is I just need to try to get more throwing speed. I think that's the next step. So with this setup, if the mana's good enough, I think I try to go maybe throwing damage, attack speed, or throwing speed on my ring for my slam if I can get a 2 LP ring. I think that'll be one of my next pieces of goal. Once I get to like 85, 86 though, I'm gonna try to replace a bunch of gear. Did you not drop any gear? And I'm getting hit by lightning over and over? Alright. I'll revamp the planner today, boys, with just like different stat priorities. Just based on what we've learned with playing everything so far. I need to add more mana regen on there. But so far, everything's feeling pretty good. I have a little bit of ramp up damage, just being with damage over time and doing hammers, and having to get like the hammers around me. So it is more of like a inherent like basic damage over time build where your damage isn't like instant. But if I get a chance to like ramp up damage, I feel like I just nuke everything. Bossing is a little bit more limited just because, just because you have to have a good boss where you can like sit next to it and just ramp that damage up. Anything that requires you to be range, it's a little bit harder, I think. But most builds have like specific bosses that they're good at and certain ones they're bad at. And Shade of Oribus, I'm really good at, and that's probably the most important boss to be good at. The final boss, you can kind of sit right next to it too. It's actually better to sit right on top of it. So the two bosses that really matter, I feel like this boss or this build would be pretty good on. Alright, now we just need to find that shade. Good afternoon, Dolphin Chat. How's the helicopter? Oh, dude, it's zooming. It's zooming. No, it's feeling really good, man. Got a couple gear upgrades. I still don't have all the base items I want, because I want all the really high-level base items for this character. So I'm going to do a re-gearing in probably like 3-4 levels or something. But it's slapping, you know? I'm only like 200 corruption right now, but all the bosses have melted like almost immediately.
Thought I killed him. Alright. There's a whole bunch of ground shit there. Do I have a pair of stealth boots yet? I don't know. Yep, our health is starting to get up there. We're at 2,300 now. I want to get to like at least 3,500 to end at, probably. 3,500 4K. But yeah, it's going there. I've got a level 39 Falconer that I stripped the gear off of. Wasn't happy with the leveling. You think I should go bleed to 70 to 80? I get gear, so I should decide what final spec to be. Yeah. Yeah, bleed is the go-to. Bleed is the go-to if you don't know what you want to do yet. Bleed leveling planner? Yeah, that one's super like not gear dependent at all. So yeah, the leveling planner should work just fine. Yeah. If you technically want to invest more into it, you would actually swap to using swords. Just because you can get more bleed chance with swords. But I probably wouldn't invest too much into it if you're planning on swapping. That's mainly with like idols and stuff like that. I can see what swords I have. Yeah, I don't know what to make, but I can't get through regular monos before I decide. Yeah. Frostclaw, I'm loving it. Frostclaw's fun. Frostclaw's fun for sure. Here, take a look at this planner, Hugo. This is the sword setup. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, you get a bunch of stuff that gives you, like, increased bleed chance per equipped sword. And it's really, really nice. Yep. Yeah, that's like an endgame planner. So that will carry you very well. You can do bosses on that, you do whatever, you know? Like that's a full ass build, so not just a leveling setup. Yeah, so I can farm some rogue gear then. Excellent, yeah. Yeah, I do bows during the leveling phase. Since you don't always have access to nets early game, you have to go like the first 30-40 levels without nets. And so you want a ranged puncture for that. So that's why I use bow in the leveling setup. Thank you. Gonna go eat my lunch and look them over closely. Hey, no worries, man. Appreciate you being here. Does your hammer really only cost 3 mana? It costs 9. Does it look like it's only costing 3? It goes to like 105. Yeah, so it's costing 9. Yeah. Oh, on the planner. Oh, it doesn't. Only some of the skills in the game actually calculate the mana on the hammers. Yeah, I think the default is 3. Yeah, like some of the mage stuff will calculate it. Right now I do have 2 points into Ballista too, just to help out. So I had to take him out of Zeal. Just because my mana was a little bit rougher. But I can basically infinitely spam these now. In fact, I might be able to pull those points out now. Let me see how it feels without those points. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good with that. I get the extra damage from Zeal now. I love that rogue sword with 3 OP, the Gladiator's Oath. Oh yeah, the Dancing Strike ones. I wish they were better, yeah. Try to slam nice bleed onto it for some bonus fun. Yeah, I guess if you have a bunch of... what's the base type, though? What's the base type on those? Is it a damage over time base? I don't think it is. I think you might be better just with an Exalted one. I'd have to look at it, though. I have a 3... I think I have a 3 LP one as well. I'll look at it after this and let you know. Has attack speed, crit, AoE, just for fun. So none of those things actually matter. So with the Bleed Rogue, you're going for throwing speed, damage over time, bleed. So those are all dead stats. So yeah, you'd just be better using a regular sword. Yep. Yeah, the rest is specific on Dancing Strike, so... And it's just got 22 melee, yeah, so definitely better on there. How do you get bases? Just hoping? Yeah, they just drop, yeah. If you're playing COF, you can set up, prophecies to try to get a lot of a particular type of item. That'll help you get the right bases. If you're playing MG, you can obviously buy them. So... What happened if you did, like, the DW Scepter? DW Scepter. What's the DW Scepter? What are you talking about? Rogue, have you given that new two-handed sword any thought yet? Seems interesting. Blade Dancer is one of my least played rogue classes because I don't really like melee. So no, I haven't given it any thought, to be honest. Oh, dual wield scepter. You can't dual wield scepter, I don't believe, on Sentinel. I think you can only use a sword in your offhand. So each class's dual wield node is specific to a type of item. Let me double check though. I can't remember. Yeah, so I can only equip swords in the offhand. I don't know if anybody can dual wield scepters. Maybe Primalist. I know Primalist gets an axe in the offhand. I don't know if it says axe and scepter. But yeah, I don't think anybody can dual wield scepter. Imagine if you could dual wield wands. Double Mad Alchemist Ladle. Easy, dude. Daggers is Rogue. Yeah, Rogue can do daggers and swords, I believe. Would that be better than a shield? I noticed the text on Abra's command says removes the weapon type requirement. It removes the weapon type requirement for Void Cleave. And I don't think a sword would be better than a shield. Because then I would have to give up all of my block chance, and I actually get a lot of defense from that. And I don't think I would gain a lot from having a sword. So I could get a little bit more damage over time. But I wouldn't really be gaining all that much, you know? I must be thinking of Storm Totem build that uses Felbers in main hand and a Scepter in offhand. Yeah. What I really want is a B leveling build for Rogue. Gotcha. I mean, I could look at it real quick. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Because sometimes I don't think outside the box. So we can take a look at the options real quick. So if I was grabbing the note here, so it does specify it's only sword, so it can have a sword in the offhand. What swords do we have as an option? So as far as like a base sword, you'd probably want to use a Scepter. Or the Scimitar. That gives you damage over time. The new ones, you get cooldown recovery for evade. Cooldown recovery for evade. Okay. So you'd probably be using that. If you for uniques, is there a good option? So I'm not really using melee hits that much to proc the smites or anything like that. Smite's not really doing a whole lot of damage. It's just procking Future Strike. I could get a little bit of spell damage if I got one of these. None of the other stats would really matter, but that would give me a little bit of spell damage. This would be useless, this would be useless, useless. Okay. Yeah, so I think the best option if you did want to use sword is you'd go this, and then you would go void damage, void pen, damage over time. And then you could technically do like bleed on hit, just for a little bit of extra damage. You don't need shred armor. You could do like chill or something like that. Free stun chance isn't bad. Yeah, so that would be the replacement for the shield. So you'd lose a fuck ton of defense, and you'd gain a little bit of damage. Yeah, I have a 67% block chance on here. That's not including my sigils to give me another 9, so that's 76% block chance. And then I have 14% reduced damage taken on block. So I think you just lose way too much defense. I think you just lose way too much defense. Gotcha, thanks for checking it out. Of course, dude. A lot of the good ideas I get, it comes from chat, so, you know, if I, sometimes I put myself too much in a box where I go off of what's statistically worked on builds, and sometimes I forget to check weird interactions, you know? Speaking of ideas, what do you think about Stormcarb Testament over Grim for Sork? It's a lot less flat damage. It's not a bad idea, and you could have it up all the time. But if we're talking about one-shotting bosses, Grim's better. But it's not a bad substitute for just like generic all the time damage. If you don't like trying to do like one-shot gimmicks, you know?
I actually want that. Alright. It's boss time. Let me grab a needle out real quick. Get all of our gaze stacks going. Yeah, it gives you like what, like 18, I think? 18 flat? Yeah, so I think that's how much it gives you, so not bad. You know what the really nice part actually about doing Reign of Dragons? I get sigils on kill. I just thought about that. That's actually, Reign of Dragons might be the play just because I get all my sigils. Not quite just 6, but a bunch of other stuff, yeah. Yeah, so the reason why the flat damage is so big too is Meteor scales a crap ton off flat damage. So Meteor gets 900% additive damage effectiveness against flat damage. Alright. Now we can do this guy. I can preload all of my damage here, which is perfect. What is he doing? Oh. That's actually a really good ring. I'm gonna try to slam that. It would be a decent swap for bosses in that case. If you could slam mana on it, then it wouldn't be bad at all, Emno. Yeah, but you would need to get a lot of... you would need to get a really good mana roll on there. The reason why the other amulet's really good is because it's really easy to get LP on it too. So it's really easy to get like mana, crit multi, stuff like that. But if you could get like at least a mana roll, it'd probably do pretty good. But yeah, I wouldn't use it unless you got the mana roll, because the damage multiplier you get from Static Orb from the mana is gonna outweigh that. Hey, my friend. Hey, what's up, Game Master? Okay, guys, I know I talked about it earlier. I do have to end early. My wife just got home. I need to go to the doctor's. I've just been struggling with some stuff, and I'm in a lot of pain right now. So I am gonna have to end early. I do apologize, guys. Character's getting there though. We're doing good. We got some slams. We're over 200 corruption now. We got all our blessings. So I am going to end there. We'll continue tomorrow on our journey. Hopefully, not as much pain stuff going on. I already know who I'm gonna raid. So if you guys can hang out for 5 minutes, I'm gonna be raiding Frozen Sentinel. So Frozen Sentinel is one of the guys that's been doing a lot of the Sork stuff for the Spark Charge Frostclaw. So that's what he's playing right now. So if you guys have any Spark Charge questions, he is your guy. He is the expert. So let's go check him out. Show him some love. Consider giving him a follow. And then yeah, guys, I'll hopefully be back tomorrow as long as everything goes well. So thank you guys for all being here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the builds. I love all of you. I'll see you later.